The Wildcat 91.9 is happy to present the Conscience of Kansas radio show with host Paul A. Ibbetson. This hard-hitting conservative political talk show addresses local, state, and national issues with no regard for political correctness.
You know, I'm a Kansas conservative, and I have a lot of opinions, and they're all strong. You know, a lot of people don't agree, and I invite anyone that thinks that my arguments are flawed to step in the ring and challenge those. My only warning would be to actually be prepared when you step in. If you come into the battlefield of ideas with simply sarcasm and one-liners, then you're not going to make it. I'm going to unleash an intellectual shock and awe upon you. When the dust settles, all that'll be left are the remnants of your dead argument. So be warned.
Kansas, are you ready for the truth? Well, get ready, because it's coming. Knocking the liberal out of Tuesday every week at 5 o'clock. The Conscience of Kansas with Paul A. Ibbetson on the Wildcat 91.9. It's where America meets.
That this is an issue that a person cannot really say too much about. You know, it takes a while. Tell us a little bit about your video number 27 you did on the Westboro Baptist Church, and kind of lay out your thoughts on them.
Well, after doing episode 26, which was Code Pink, I got an email from one of my my viewers, and in the email he stated that, you know, great episode on Code Pink. I'm thinking you might want to tackle the Westboro Baptist Church, and he went on to explain that these individuals, I guess, they go to different places when they have, soldiers get killed in the line of duty, and they go to the funerals, and they stand out there and they protest. Well, anyway, after reading the email, I needed to do a little bit of research, and so I typed in some of the email addresses that he suggested that I type in to get a little bit more information on him, and I was I was actually appalled, disgusted, stunned, and I got so angry that I had to write a show, and I decided to start taking things from their website, which to me is the most despicable act of anti-American garbage we have, I think, right now on the internet. And I'm so happy that I was able to shove it back in their face and let them know that, what they've got going on right now is a disgrace to our country. It's a disgrace to our brave men and women in uniform. And it's a disgrace to their own kids, because they've got kids, some as young as the age of 6 years old, out on the street corners holding signs saying God hates America and our troops are fags and everything else. And I'm telling you, if there's a person out there that does not find this despicable and just gut-wrenching, then, I'd love to talk to you. And maybe I can give you a number to go see a shrink.
Well, I tell ladies and gentlemen, if anyone wants to send us an email, even if these deviants at Westboro Baptist Church want to send me an email and try to legitimate what they do, I can be reached at any time at www.ibbetson91.9@gmail.com. Ibbetson91.9@gmail.com. You want to send a comment to Sgt.Freedom by that way, I'll make sure he gets it, and we'll respond. You can be guaranteed of that. Normally, I always give listeners on this program the URLs to the information I'm talking about, because I want people to be able to not just take my word for what I say, but go and look and read for themselves and make up their own minds. And I'm going to do the same on this, even though I got to tell you, Sgt.Freedom, I feel a little dirty to give the URL of this group out. I feel like I've almost committed a crime. But I think it's important that people see it like you did, and if they're interested.
I felt the same way. People were giving me the URL to some of their sites, and then just me going onto their website and giving them one hit seemed like I was giving them a credit to their viewing populace. But then I realized if I don't go there and see what they have to say, then I'm never going to know what exactly it is that they stand for. And so, don't feel that way, Paul, man. That stuff needs to get out. The American people need to see this garbage.
Absolutely. I firmly believe, one, that you shouldn't criticize anybody unless you've actually researched them. Not take anyone's information blindly. People can give you information that starts you down the road to looking for yourself, and that's good. That's positive. But so I'm going to give people the www.godhatesamerica.com. www.godhatesamerica.com. The Phelps Clan has many, many websites. But if you've seen one of them, in my opinion, you've seen them all, and one's enough. One's enough in a lifetime.